Ralliers calling on Mayor Adams to reinstate hundreds of municipal workers who did not comply with the city's vaccine mandate. This demonstration happening outside of Madison Square Garden just as Kyrie Irving takes to the court. Vaccine mandates recently lifted for performers and pro athletes here in the city. Let's get right out to News 12's Phil Tate, who was there with more on what they were calling for tonight. Phil.
Yeah, well, Kurt, Amanda, it's a slam dunk for Kyrie Irving, who's playing in tonight's game and who was only allowed to play due to those vaccine mandates being lifted for performers and for athletes. Well, tonight, many city workers calling on the mayor, asking for them just to get back to work and to do what they love. Well, the big question here tonight was, when will that actually happen, and who are those mandates for?
Is it about science, or is it about political science? Is it about the money, or is it about keeping people safe? At one time, Kyrie couldn't play, but people in the Garden could come unvaccinated, except the 90-foot court. Kyrie couldn't play. You know, is it about science, or is it about, politics?
And that question is swirling around today's demonstration as more than a dozen ralliers took to the corner of 31st Street and 8th Avenue, sharing their frustration with the city, as many say they've been out of work because they did not comply with vaccine mandates. With signs held high in the air, these ralliers wanted to make their presence known to all those who headed inside the arena regardless of vaccination status. Well, according to the mayor's office, back in February, 1,400 municipal workers were fired from their city jobs as New York City continued to enforce the controversial policy. Well, those terminations were less than 1% of the 370,000 person city workforce. While many rallying tonight, including members of the sanitation department, FDNY, and city hospital workers who say they've been trying to make ends meet and just trying to find a way of survival. And they say it's time for the city to act now.
Just demanding. There's not much to talk about here. We're demanding, our rights to be respected under the Constitution. We're hoping for the same support to come from the mayor's office. It's long overdue. The science just doesn't add up, and they've been trampling on our rights from the beginning, and we want our city workers, especially private sector, all workers should be able to go back to work.
Phil, the mayor's decision to make this exception for people like Kyrie Irving, it really did face some backlash. I'm wondering tonight, have any of the unions called on Mayor Adams to make a change?
Yeah, well, Kurt, many unions have spoke out, including the FDNY union reps who have asked the mayor to relax these vaccine mandates. Definitely a controversial issue that continues to be debated. Kurt?
Thank you so much.
Well, earlier today,